Hello, Inside Self. Thanks for coming. Salutations. Hello. So, before we start, let's just sit quietly doing nothing. My favorite. Or you can ask any question or sharing any experience you had recently. Okay, that's a couple of minutes. So, my topic today is be the loving consciousness. I had a video or session 2 days ago. The title was Be Conscious That You're Conscious. So today, Be the Loving Consciousness is an advanced level after you realize you are the consciousness. So I add a loving, be the loving consciousness. It's a taste of human being. Yeah. Love, beloved, loving. It's the essence of human being in terms of experience. So have you ever fallen in love? The love sensation of feelings is an experience that every human being can experience, or maybe one of the best experience. That's why I add this loving consciousness, loving as an adjective or a verb, present tense. We could be the loving consciousness anytime, anywhere. Give an example is that in springtime, now spring is coming. If the weather is good, there's sunlight, sunshine, the star, the sun, sends off its light of love, traveling 8 minutes to reach the earth, kissing the leaves, the grass, the ocean, give rise to every living organism, animals, insects, birds, fish, human, and so on. So it's really a love expression from the sun. The sunlight you can see, you can experience, is a loving expression from the sun, because it gives rise to the birth, right, of every living organism or beings. Without sunlight, without the gravitational pull of the sun, we won't live. And the sunlight is spread on each tree, each leaf, every inch of the planet Earth, without any bias. Unbiased love. equal love. The topic today is be the loving consciousness. You can be that sunlight, kissing everything around you. Sunlight this prefer or refers to the light of consciousness. Your light of consciousness is shining in your coordinate of space-time. The moment you are conscious, the light of consciousness is shining. And that light of consciousness can be very much loving. It is love actually. The moment you are conscious, that's the love from Mother Universe or Heavenly Father. We should be grateful that we are conscious. And if you are grateful for your consciousness, you can turn your consciousness to be loving. I know it's very weird sometimes. In one of the meditation technique, we have the loving and compassion practice, right? This is the practice of loving and compassion. Your light of consciousness is shining equally, evenly on every inputs of five senses, and you output your loving understanding from your mind, like I'm doing right now, and send your love to everything you can see, hear, touch, smell, taste, think. You're making love with whole cosmos. You're making love spiritually, mentally, more powerful than physical one. The subject is making love with the object. Or I would say consciousness is making love with itself. The split of subject and object is an illusion. You're kissing yourself. You're having fun with yourself. I'm having fun with myself. Self-sufficient, independent. Yesterday I said about 出世 and 入世. You rise above the world, sorry. 出世, so in Chinese. You rise above the world, the body, the mind. And 入世, you enter the world, the body, and the mind. This is a process of making love. The body, the mind, the world is you. All is you, yet only you. Even the word you is improper, is not a proper word. There's only consciousness. Consciousness is speaking to itself through me to you. And consciousness likes to do so, loves to do so. It's a self-recognition. Recognition of its own perfection, completeness. This is the end of evolution. The highest realization through human body and mind is this Sarutara Samyo Sambodhi, the unsurpassed supreme state of enlightenment. You are making love with the whole world. Crazy, bizarre, yet so true. Only you knows it. Sorry, only you know it. Only we know. I know. In contrast, love union with the entire universe, yes, words disappear. Yes, words disappear, but we take the advantage of language and or words here. We can try. There's no conflict. Words are the pointers to the moon. Words are the pointers to the truth. Words are the fingers pointing to the moon. Words contains prajna or wisdom. If we realize it, words is the media messenger to carry on that wisdom, the unsurpassed supreme wisdom. There's no complexion. It's like a encoded message could be decoded by you, by anyone in the path of awakening. Also, it's a reassurance for myself. I confirm this again and again. Repetition plays a role, like anything else. We cannot be good at anything if we just do it once. We need repetition. Anyway, we just discover that we are already that. The funny part is no effort is needed to be conscious. It seems to need some effort to be conscious that you are conscious. Only seems to be. Hello, Moment Podcast. I saw your review. Your review is so long. I haven't have time to reply you yet. And very glad that you love it. Words only point towards something as a concept, but it is as a form and concept, not the thing in itself. A label we used to talk about something which is beyond the concept or idea we have of it. Agree. We are not dogs or cats. We don't buck with each other. And we as a human being we do think as we have the advantage. Like languages, words, which is a product of evolution, millions of years, right? We have this complicated system of language, which is so beneficial, at least in some aspect. Could be misleading, but you know, we can try to discover the true self, or the ultimate truth by the words, by expressing it. It's a boat to carry us to the other shore, right? The other shore is here and now. Words to have used like the many arms of Shiva. Great, thank you. Shiva is here and now. Shiva is actually it's hidden. We try to talk it like out. The moment I can talk, the moment you can listen, is the action of cosmic intelligence. And on top of that, we are using the words to describe the undescribable, to speak the unspeakable. Why not? If words of Buddha written in the sutras can wake me, it surely can awaken you. It's like if you love someone, you really love him or her or it, how to express your love? Love need be expressed. You may buy him her a gift, prepare dinner, send an email, hug him or her. We need to express our love. And the infinite love is expressed in forms and names. The inputs from our five senses. And we can output that love through our mind, including the words, the languages. The union between the subject and object. The union between love, the unmanifested love and the expression of love. The union between heaven and the world, as you said, the moment podcast. I think you, in your review, you have that word or sentence, the union between the heaven and the world. In every possible way, yes. Be the loving consciousness. When you, the consciousness, becomes loving, everything is loved. The light of consciousness is expressing itself, shining on the forms, names, objects, sounds, sensations, feelings, emotions. The light of consciousness can penetrate all the forms and names, reach its home, reach its origin. The forms and names, the origin of forms and names are the consciousness. Now the consciousness can penetrate all the forms, names, thoughts, feelings. It's like, again, a circulation, a circle. It's a conscious jaw or joying of going home through names and forms. We can see through. You arrive at home consciously after so many years of experience, after so many years as a dad, as a mom, as a son, as a daughter, as a professor, as a doctor. That's all your social role. It's not who we are. You consciously come back home. And for this moment, Mother Universe or Heavenly Father have been waiting for a long, long, long time. In Buddhism, we say since the beginningless time. It's very funny. What is a beginningless time? Before Big Bang, you can say that. Uh, for this moment awakening, coming back home, Mother Universe and Heavenly Father, is imagine a lost child returns to home, and the parents are waiting at the doorway. Uh, tears in their eyes, you know, and tears in your eyes too. Suppose you like to come home. Some kids say, "Oh, I don't want to go home." No, that's your choice too. uh, yes, we are not that social roles, or we can say that all the social roles are temporary. It's not our true identity. Which is funny. We are characters in our own play of one. Yes, very much like that. The consciousness is projecting a character, a body, a mind, and a world to experience. Once you know the whole world, including the body mind, is your projection, you're fine. You're coming home. Projection means it's fundamentally it's not real. The very projection is the application of the one consciousness. I can talk, you can listen, is the application of consciousness. If you really realize this, then there is a union. Again, union of between the consciousness and its application. Body, mind, spirit become one. From this day, all your actions, all your words, all your thoughts, feelings, emotions, perceptions, understandings, everything become a tool to serve, to love, to awaken. The whole world becomes your playground. Union at all times, never ending. Yes, it has never been anything other than consciousness. But the consciousness again collapses itself into form, name, and world. body, mind, and world through 110 billion human beings, let alone all the animals and sentient beings. There's never been anything else than consciousness, but the consciousness trying to play. You see, even space-time is created in you, in me, in different coordinates, in different human body and mind, right? It's most funny part here. It is through the body, mind, and world that you understand you are beyond the body, mind, and the world. That's the purpose of this game. That's the purpose of this design. It's like in the dream, you know you're dreaming. And you may have a better dream once you know you are in a dream. Uh, do you know that you are dreaming? The whole world, including the body and mind, is the avatar. It's a projection. And it is a beautiful, majestic happening. Yes. It's a beautiful projection. It's a beautiful dream. Well, if you are in a war zone, you may not think so. You're in a nightmare. No matter it's a beautiful dream or nightmare, the purpose of dream is to wake you up. You see, this is very paradoxical, huh? That's very tricky, funny part. And inside self said, yes, rise above first, take in and assimilate, yes, and re-enter, walk in the fully aware, seeing with Buddha eyes, seeing as Buddha. Yes, great, great. And thanks for coming, Nemo Jimmy. 出世入世, yes. So it's a spin of consciousness. For most worldly person, there's only one direction. Their attention is outgoing or outward. Their desires, their dreams, their what they want to do, want to achieve, is always outgoing. Awakening is doing the second half of the circle. You have your attention draw within, go backward, go inward. Then you make a complete circle. Make sense? That's the spin of the consciousness. So the first step of awakening is leaving the world or arise above the world. Your attention is drawn within now. So after you can stabilize this look within, stabilize it for months, years, even lives, then you can draw the first again, which is worldly people do often. You can have your attention going out, right? But you have the ability to make it inward again, right? So it's a spin. And it's a spin, it's endless spinning. Everything spins. And you spin. It's your conscious choice. So, as you said, with Buddha's eye, seeing as Buddha, other people don't know they're Buddha, so they are looking outward. But as a meditator, awakener, you try to look within, draw the second half of consciousness within. Then you notice you are the Buddha. Then Buddha is trying to reach out to help people or worldly people. But eventually, there's only consciousness. There's no Buddha, there's no worldly people. There's only one consciousness. All these Buddha, wisdom, ignorance, attachments are convenient way or convenient words to help you to realize that ultimate truth. How do I stay, and Darling say, how do I stay positive when I look out at the beautiful sky and see nothing but chemicals or chemtrails or chemicals? I don't know. What do you mean, chemtrails? Give me 1 sec. Chemtrails. What do you mean, chemtrails? Sorry, my poor English. Oh, okay. A visible trail left in the sky by an aircraft and believed by someone to consist of chemical or biological agents. Okay. Chemtrails. Okay. It's your perception. You have that cataract. In Buddha's teaching, we have that metaphor. Like nowadays with a patient with a cataract problem, the eye issue, right? It's not because of the cloud in the sky, but a patient with cataract because there's like a thin layers on their eyeballs, and that's why they're projecting a cloudy, filmy stuff. It's all your inner projection that you see that chemtrails. So in this way, we need purify our inner environment. That's why we have this purification in the process of awakening. in the moment podcast, though I would say that I would regard samsara and nirvana as equal, as having a single mode and one taste, yet are distinct and not confounded. Yeah, I agree. Samsara, nirvana. Ultimately, there's no samsara, there's no nirvana. They coexist. Samsara cannot coexist without nirvana. Nirvana cannot exist without samsaras. They 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 are equal. Yes, you know that's a word. Even samsara and nirvana are two words pointing that thing, which is complete and perfect already, is beyond samsara and nirvana. Yet it is distinct. Samsara is in the eyes of awakened mind, right? Nirvana in eyes and awakened mind. And awakened mind also see that samsara is not real. uh, Words which is limitation here. Yeah. You have to realize it by yourself. Your type of spirituality is for those who live comfortable lives. Comfortable life. What do you mean comfortable? Do you mean have sufficient material stuff? uh, Everyone has a little bit discomfort. How? It, of course, there's a certain level that you need to reach to have at least to have a meal to eat, have a shelter to live, a bed to lie on, right? But most of us can survive, and after we can survive, uh, the second step should be awaken. That's a saying from a monk. Okay, once you can survive, you should awaken. Anyway, life is experience. It took me 40 years to realize the purpose of life. Everyone is in a different process, you know, different point of that process. And inside itself, yes, Don, so true, nothing is actually here. But at first, we must penetrate the layers of consciousness and conceptual conditionings to arrive at yes, to see through. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara sees through the five skandhas are empty, he can expel all the suffering. And there's no suffering because all the suffering are illusions. That's why once you are conscious, you should be grateful. Because once you're conscious, we are experiencing. No matter you're experiencing pleasant or unpleasant, all the experience or the purpose of experience is help you to awaken. It's like all the dreams, the purpose of the dreams are designed to wake you up. Oh, sorry, you're in a war zone. I'm sorry. But you see, you can listen. You can try to get up, tune on the YouTube channel and listen to this content of truth. Maybe the war at your place, how to say, pushed you to this urge to be free from the suffering. In the moment, podcast said, it is like samsara is real in the perception of those who are still in it, yet for those who are not indeed, it is for them not real. Yes, even though we can see how they do perceive it as such. So the best solution is to wake others. Like I always had that metaphor. Imagine you have a friend. Your best friend is visits you and stay at your house or apartment for one night, and he sleep in your next room. And at that night, he screamed, shout, even strike against a wall in a terrible nightmare. How can you help him? Wake him up, gently touch him, shake him, and wake him up. And all his suffering, until he realized all his suffering is from his dream, which is not real. Actually, that's the meaning of awakening. Awakening after you are in a dream. That's the ultimate solution. Of course, there is a relative solution. You can help people have a better dream, a good dream, a sweet dream, a pleasant dream. That's relative. But all the sweetness of pleasure won't last long. You see? Again, you have to help them, that, the people who are in good conditions, to wake up again. So I like a direct, efficient way of awakening. I won't spend, another 10 years, 20 years for the relative, like, approaches, techniques. And that won't guarantee I can wake up. That's why I share here. You can wake up now. Don't wait. Inside self, deep illusion, strong illusion. Yes, we get used to this dream long time ago. It's deep rooted in human psyche. Once a while, there's awakener, like Buddha, like Jesus, try to wake you up. But most time we are not ready. At least for myself, during my first 40 years, I'm not ready. Even the truth is already here now. It takes a while to reach this state. And Jimmy said, when I'm burning and my body is lit on fire and it burns to death. I feel it is real, but it is just a part of the overall reality, which is eternal life. Consciousness cannot die. Body dies. Consciousness cannot die. Mind dies. There's one thing is beyond or any form name is independent, everlasting. That's the one aspect. And again, if you have union between forms and names, and that ultimate, if you have union between the space and spaceless, the time and the timeless, the manifested and unmanifested, then it's so hard to say now because you transcend all the dualities. Voila, that's it. You are having it. You are it right now. It's so obvious that you miss it. We miss it every day. And the human mind try to figure it out. It's helpful, but a boat can carry you to the other shore, but at last you have to drop the shore or get out of the. You have to drop the boat, get out of the boat. Human mind is a boat to carry you. Human body is a boat too, I think. The manifested, everything in form and name you can experience is the boat, is the, how to say this? Just give me one sec. Is the Noah's Ark, yeah, to carry you, to save you, to liberate you. The dream is the boat. Do you follow? Yeah, war zone is the most terrible experience, but not the end. Yes, samsara is still seen until it is seen for what is true, is in relation to you, me, us, one. Yeah. Samsara is an unreal manifestation of an awakened mind. It's your projection. The samsara is your projection. Is the awakened mind? Is the projection of awakened mind. And Nechama Glock, thank you for coming. What is the purpose of waking up? It is not the reason for a dream, but to be dreamed. Waking up means you know you're in a dream. Then you can have better dream. Have a positive life. Have a free life, a freedom, a liberation. Having fun. It's like a toddler playing on the playground. Play with all the you know slides or swings or We are here to wake up and having fun. You notice you're perfect and complete, but you can experience the imperfect and incomplete. You allow that imperfection and incompleteness to manifest within you. Yet you know underneath that body mind, everyone is complete and perfect. Your mission as a human being accomplished. That's the that's the reason. You notice you are Buddha. You notice you are already in heaven. If you are already in heaven, there's no hell at all. So heaven without hell. Jimmy said there are both possibilities. You can dream and wake up from a dream into a more waking state. Yes, I'm dreaming. I have a good dream now, and I play it consciously. I dream it consciously. It's like tonight you can go. You can design your dream, something like that. Just a metaphor, right? Imagine you can design your dream. Okay, tonight I will go to where to have a dream with who. It's a conscious that dream becomes conscious now. The body is the ark, it's Noah's ark. The whole world is Noah's ark. We can only awaken from the world, from the dream. Make sense? If you don't notice you're in a dream, you cannot wake up. So dream and waking up coexists. And the moment podcast, I have a question. What would it mean if one has the experience when something happens, which people normally would see as bad and would make them feel suffering like sadness? So that experience of sadness drives you, give you inputs to be free from that sadness, right? Make sense? If you're sad, you want to get rid of that sadness. So the very experiencing of sadness helps you to get rid of sad or be happy, let's say. So after you try a lot of times, you find maybe approach A, approach B, approach C does not work. Then that failure of to be happy because of that happiness, because of that sadness, may help you to pursue a more deeper way of being happy and unconditioned happiness. And that will lead you to this self-discovery. You are the pure awareness, experiencing either sadness or happiness, either pleasure or pain, either pleasant or unpleasant, until one day you realize you are beyond all the dualities. Then all that dual experience help you. Make sense? So you transcend bad or good from that badness and goodness. One is not identified with it in one's natural state, and as much one can express the sadness, yet one does not feel the sense of suffering one normally would. We definitely can express sadness, happiness. Anyway, expression of the words is, how to say, rooted from our mind. So again, how you perceive, how you understand, it determines your action and words. You can go write the dream with God. Yeah, that's it. You can play a good dream with angels, God, gods. There's a lot of writers doing this. They are all their play within a dream, a good dream. And the nature, like I see, you can hold on to things more lightly. Yes, lightly, and eventually you understand that nothing to hold on to, because everything is empty. It's like you cannot hold up cloud in the sky. Make sense? You are the sky. You're watching the clouds passing through you. You don't hold up clouds to be sky. You are the sky. Everything around you, inside you, including your memory, feelings, perceptions, are mental clouds. They're nothing to hold, but you can experience with joy, with understanding, with wisdom. And Moment podcast feels both peace yet can express sadness. If you really notice who you are, the truth, who you are, or the true self is always peaceful, is always calm, still, and silent. Yet it allows something happy or unhappy, pleasant, unhappy, unpleasant to appear. You allow yourself to experience every different kinds of things. But deep down, you know you're not influenced by dual worlds. You are always peaceful, calm, still, silent, perfect, complete, luminous, stable, powerful, wise, pure, clear. I can use a lot of words to describe who you are. And Nicham Clark, there is dreaming and being aware of dreaming. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm notice I'm dreaming. I notice I'm talking, and it's a good dream. You design your dreams. You make conscious choice to do a good thing today, like you help others. You send "I love you" to your lovers. You hug your colleagues. Why not? You buy a gift for your parents. You design the good stuff in your dream now. Once you wake up, and fundamentally, all your actions, words, is to help others to wake up too. Only we wake up, we really understand who we are, and all your mission on this planet Earth is to help others to awaken. That's the ultimate purpose for everyone. Awakening is the highest service you can render, not only for yourself, but also for your family, for your community, for your society, for your friends, for your relatives. Trust me. Jimmy said you can also invite the source spirit God to take it over and give up your free will if you trust. Yes, you can sit there doing nothing, let the God will do your job, what you want to do. Anyway, no matter you're sitting here or doing nothing or you're active in doing something, it's all God's will. We cannot escape from God's will. uh, and the podcast said, that I can experience both peace and awareness, and is something in some moments sadness without getting disturbed by sadness. Yes, that's true. You cannot disturbed. Okay, you apparently get disturbed because your mind does so. But as pure awareness, you are always peaceful. So that's the principle number one you need to understand. It's like as a mirror, no reflection can damage, hurt, burn, harm the mirror itself. Make sense? No movie, horrible, comic or action bombing movies can damage the smart TV. Smart TV is always clean. Okay. A whole piece. You are that smart TV broadcasting a world right now. No movies, no worlds, no people, no buildings, no cars, no trees can damage you, the pure awareness. The fire cannot burn you, the water cannot wet you, the knife cannot cut you. You know that old saying. Wind cannot dry you. You are beyond any form and name. If you are formless, you are untouchable. That's the moment to realize, oh my God, you know, 朝闻道，夕死可矣. Only even Confucius said so. In the morning, if I realize the Tao, the ultimate truth, the true self, I can die in the evening without any regret. He means it. I realize he is telling the truth. 朝闻道，夕死可矣. That's a quote from Confucius. Okay. You see, all the sages are pointing to the same realization. Sadness is part of the human life experience, but you know that will pass. Yeah, everything will pass. Except you. Okay. Everything will pass. Body will pass. And you see others' body will pass. My thought will pass. And you saw other body, the other's mind will pass. Thought, feelings, sensation will pass. Nothing is stable, but you are the stable. You are the stillness that never shakes. Yeah, the past, once you know it will pass, it will comfort you. Yes. So you're above this, you don't dwell in it, and you get destroyed by this feeling. Okay. All is well. All is fine. All is fine because all is empty. Sometimes there are people or entitled entities who fight you because they might hate you, of course. If you speak the truth, not everyone is comfortable with that. So don't push anyone who is not ready. Trust me. If what you said about truth is like make others discomfortable, you stop. We stop. It's like I have 3 kids. I cook a very nutritious organic meal to my kids, but they are not hungry. They don't like it. You cannot Force them to eat, even though what you cooked is very nutritious and organic. Same thing is this spirituality. Same thing. You cannot force anyone. You cannot help anyone who is not ready. How can one wake another up without uh, impeding on free will? So make sure you wake up first, and you wake up without any effort. You stabilize your waking awakening state. Uh, Without impeding on free will. Well, depends on your definition of what is free will. Anyway, make sure you wake up first and stabilize that state. You already render the greatest service to humanity if you can wake up. Then, if you try to wake up others, then you are bodhisattva. In Buddha's teaching, we have this state of mind or state of being that bodhisattva try after he or she can wake up, try to wake up others too. That's what I'm trying to do. I kind of get pushed to not just sit with the sense of inner peace I have, to want to help others wake up. Very good, very good moment podcast. Very good. So the real test is in the everyday life. Sometimes, we get disturbed by the external surroundings. It's a sign that your inner peace and calm is not strong enough. So we can practice sitting meditation quietly, doing nothing. That's one aspect of practice. But a better practice is you try to help others, or try to be active in the chores, in the sufferings of life, and you still can be peaceful and calm and wise. You see, the whole world is a little pond. Most people are drowned, overwhelmed by the dirty mud of the pond. But only a conscious lotus flower can grow within that pond, using the nutrients of that muddy pond. You see, the world is your practice, is the place to practice. And in this way, you thank for anyone who can disturb you. You be grateful for anyone who, piss you off, who make you sad, who make you depressed, who make you stressful, who make you anxious. You know, any any situation, any moment that pull you away from that inner stillness and silence is the moment, is the place to practice. You follow? So thank for the family member who really mess you up. Who really piss you off. The real practice is not in the remote mountains. Trust me, the real practice is not in the temples. The real practice is in a family, is in the company, is with your partner. It is about discernment, knowing when to approach or let them be, so you don't force it on them. Never force them. When they are ready, you know they're ready. When they are more receptive for your words and actions, you can do more them. Like now, if you don't want to listen to me, you just turn off and left and leave, right? But your my words, you are interesting to you. It seems that you like it, right? Then I will stop if you don't like it. In my clinic, I also doing this. One or two over 10 of the patients, they try to listen to me, but then that shows that other 8 or 9 are not interested in this kind of process. The time will come for them, but don't push. Be patient. And Jeannie said, when you are that stillness, have that unshakable faith, then you are really strong. Yes, unshakable faith and unshakable realization. Faith is not a knowledge. Faith is becomes your realization, wisdom now, actualized knowledge. I call it wisdom. You know you are right, even though they don't think you're right. It doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, it's like again I use that metaphor. I cooked delicious organic food for my kids. They don't eat it. They don't want it. But I know I'm cooking a delicious organic food for them. It's their choice, take it or not. Make sense? And you are not happier because they try to eat or they like your food. You're not either cider or pissed off or agitated if they don't like it, and even they dump it. You're open to any situation, to any result, to any outcome, because you know everything is in that process of awakening. I mean, everyone is in the process of awakening, different stages though. I was very dumb when I was young. I didn't read any spiritual book until around 12 or 15 years ago. What I can say, everyone has different state of mind and spirit. uh, you get guided into what you need to do if you are tuned in with life well. Yes. Hello, Kirsten. Thanks for coming. You, I follow. Thank you. Very good. And Jimmy said the light is needed in the places where things are corrupted. Of course, one in the dark light, it's pitch black. You cannot see the road. You cannot see which direction is which direction. And suddenly there's a light. It's a distant light. Even it's very weak. You were thankful for that light. It's guiding you. Oh, maybe there's people there. There's you know wisdom there. The light from the Buddha's teaching is like that. It seems to be very weak when you first see it or saw it, but gradually when you approach close to that light, it's very ardent, very warming. Anyway, we need light in darkness. We need peace in wartime, right? We need justice in the injustice. Anyway, all this starts from your inner side. Okay, peace inside, the inner peace, inner justice, inner equality, and inner light. The light of consciousness can shine proactively, consciously. You know you're unshakable. That's the final destination. And that's where you're being led. The light of Buddha or Jesus or any sages or any religions even is to let us lead us to follow them first, but eventually, you find that light within you. So we are using external image, sound, religion, doctrine to evoke our inner understanding of peace, love, truth, and etc. Again, we are using the dream to wake up. We are using the body, mind, and world to realize who we are. You see? Now everything makes sense. Everything makes sense now. And 8 o'clock, I'm definitely not trying to wake anyone up to this moment. I think my responsibility is primary to my condition right now, but this is very interesting. Of course, make sure you wake up, then, and you're comfortable with that awakening. Sometimes even awakening has a little bit, downside. We have up and downs, even in the spirituality. Because you discover yourself more, your inner psyche more and more. Once you try to meditate or you try to fix the problems, you notice there's a strong ego inside. You haven't experienced before. Yeah, there's up and downs. But once you decide to wake up, nothing and no one can stop you. Everyone can be used. Yes, can be used. Okay, can be to wake you up. Yes, life life is timing. God's timing is perfect. Yes, my timing of awakening came when I around 40 years old. You see, before 40, I was dumb. I was more dumber, more dumb than you maybe. And I met some young people who have very good understanding of spirituality already. Wow, surprise. But anyway, let's make sure you wake up this life, this moment, today. And Nichama Clark said, indeed, I try to cultivate inner peace as much as I can. I'm also in what is called a physical war zone. Oh, sorry to hear that. I think the more one can contribute to peace is good, even if it is difficult sometimes. It is difficult. That's why we need a cozy, safe environment to meditate. That's the most, for most of beginners, they start with a cozy environment, safe environment, of course. Hopefully you can be out of that situation soon. The external surroundings can be more peaceful for you. In the moment, podcast said, I have been practicing Koyo's practice next to Dionysian and Orphic practice that have been passed towards waking up. It is somewhat similar to the tantric path, like Yamataka. Oh, I don't know about the Korok's practice. Koryo's practice. Sorry, but I do think no matter what practice or lineage we are following, the primary goal is to make you peaceful, calm, content, joyful, blessed, right? And loving, kind, clear. Clear means you have a total understanding of why and how to practice. That's the common ground of every lineage. No matter it's Buddhism, it's Taoism, it's Christianity, Christian, no matter what lineage or religion it is, or Hinduism, that's the ultimate goal. Peaceful, calm, loving, kind, compassion. Yes, all paths lead to the same place. Each road leads to Rome. Mhm. Only once you arrive at Rome, you notice who is coming from where. And you have that acceptance. Everyone have different path. And everyone is at different stage of their path. You allow them to happen. Wow, I talked a lot, okay, again today, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's all for the day. Any more sharings, questions? Time flies when we are happy, right? Uh, and I will add one more. There's no time in true self. That's why time flies. you know, wow, that's beautiful. yeah, gibberish, yeah, blah, blah, blah. uh, okay, thank you. Thank you for coming today. I will read your names inside self. Thank you for coming. The Moment podcast. Jimmy, Nemo, Jimmy, Kirsten, and Darling, and Dawn, myself. Thanks for coming. okay, that's all for today. So funny. Yes, meditation helps. Nice to meet you today. My pleasure. Maybe see you tomorrow. I don't know. I improvise now. But normally at the noon, Vancouver time, around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. So maybe see you tomorrow too. Thank you. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Peace and love and wisdom and power. Bye.